There is drama in the Hype House over who co-founded this TikTok creative space. We have all the details. I'm Gabi Conti.
I'm Jana Rosenberg, and this is your 24/7 celebrity news. We knew that there has been drama over who co-created the Hype House for a while now. Thomas Petrou and Chase Hudson had previously been named the founders, denying YouTuber, fitness influencer, and Instagram model Daisy Keech of her co-founder title, despite it being in her Instagram bio. Now, Daisy just dropped a 22-minute YouTube video titled Truth About Hype House, where the TikToker, for the first time ever, opens up about her side of the story. According to Daisy, she first met Thomas when he was working for Team 10, Jake Paul's YouTube content house. Thomas was fired from Team 10, so Daisy then hired him first as her full-time editor and photographer, and the two became fast, inseparable friends.
Oh my gosh, did you watch this whole video?
I watched the whole video. This I didn't know. I didn't know this is how they became friends. I thought it was just like a networking, mutual friends kind of thing.
And she also says that he was in a really dark place at the time, and that she told him about the laws of attraction and The Secret and all that kind of stuff.
Being positive,
and so she really was the one who kind of got him out of that funk that he was in. So basically, Daisy inspired Thomas to create the TikTok content house with Chase Hudson, Alex Warren, and Kuvar Annan, and some other popular TikTokers that had been hanging out with the crew at the time. So they just found this big LA house with multiple rooms, which was perfect. Daisy and Chase both put down $18,000 for the house, while Thomas and the others each put down $5,000. This is where the drama really starts to spark, especially when the New York Times came to the house to interview all Hype House members, and Chase and Thomas kind of took the lead and all the credit for finding the Hype House. Daisy said she didn't speak up at the time because it was her first interaction with the press, and both Chase and Thomas had their managers present who were urging the two of the boys to speak out, while Daisy did not have any representation with her. From that moment on, Chase and Thomas kept taking credit as sole co-founders in interviews that often Daisy wasn't invited to at all. Daisy even found out that Chase was saying he put all the money down for the Hype House, which we now know was not true. Crazy.
I have so many thoughts after watching the video, even going through the story for you guys. A lot of lessons learned here, which at the end of the video we'll probably circle back to, and Daisy touches on. But what a bummer. It's pretty disappointing. You know, it's a lot of he said, she said, even with this video out, but either way, this whole side of the story is super disappointing for multiple reasons.
Well, it is because we love Chase. Obviously, we do so many stories about him, but to hear him in this light really makes us sad. And we want to believe in everyone because we're fans of the Hype House.
We are rooting.
We're rooting
for these people.
We want them to just get along and figure out a solution to this, but I don't know, when you put money down on a house, it kind of how is that not?
Anytime money's involved too, it just gets really sticky, and obviously things were not signed or put in order at the beginning of this whole ordeal, so I mean, this just got
it's crazy
to be a mess.
It is.
Daisy also said that Thomas didn't give her or any other members access to the Hype House email or social media accounts, which meant that Thomas had full control over brand deals and how the Hype House was represented, which Daisy said started to feel like a effing dictatorship. Thomas kept telling the house that they weren't making any money from brand deals despite buying things that cost thousands of dollars, like Savannah, a $10,000 cat. When Daisy felt like Thomas was cutting her out of the Hype House, she had her lawyers reach out, and Thomas responded by allegedly saying, "I'm just more of a businessman, and girls like Daisy, she's just another hot Instagram model with a shelf life."
Oh, there are so many things wrong with that. If he really said that, Thomas, that's so wrong.
If he really said that, or if anyone out there says anything like this about a woman, a man, I don't really care what you are, who you are, dog, cat, you are not a real man, woman. It's just true. You're just not.
Don't put people down like that. So what Daisy did is she filed for a Hype House trademark and confronted Thomas about her ownership percentages, but Thomas said the money she put down was just a bunch of friends so they could live together in LA, and it had nothing to do with the Hype House as a business, which to Daisy made absolutely no sense, as she said they went to that house because it was big enough for everyone to make content in, and they put down that deposit knowing they were going to be in business together. But again, this is the problem, no paperwork. That's what you need, but I get it, she didn't know that. After the confrontation, Thomas unfollowed and blocked Daisy on all Hype House accounts to make it look like she was no longer part of the collective that she co-founded. Daisy said Thomas never talked to her about kicking her out of the house, and she thinks he was just using her for money to get the house from the start. But Daisy ends her video actually on a positive note, saying that she's grateful for Thomas and she thanks him for helping her learn how to handle herself in business and teaching her to stand up for herself. And now she seems to be doing just that, as she started her own TikTok house in Beverly Hills called The Clubhouse. She shared this news on Instagram, giving fans a full tour of the house on her YouTube channel. The Clubhouse is founded by Daisy and co-founded by her BFF Abby Rayo, and the new members include Chase Keith and Kinsey Walensky.
I'm happy for her. I mean, after hearing her side of the story, no matter what he said, she said went down, I am happy that a lot of lessons were learned. To be honest, I watched this and I was like, wow, I even took something away from it. You know, it just reminded me to really stick up for myself no matter what. And it's cool to see her kind of bounce back with this new house. She said she was gonna do it. She did it. And it's her own collective now. And I'm excited for her. I really am. So what do you guys think is going on here? Do you think Daisy is in the right? And has anything like this ever happened to you? Let us know. I'm Jana Rosenberg.
I'm Gabi Conti, and follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.